You go ahead.
Okay, I will.
Fuzz.
Okay, so here we are. We're old pals. Last time I saw this man, I gave him a trophy. He's got no trophies today, but you, I guess, are watching on Stavros969's channel.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome to the NEC in Birmingham. I'm here for the 2017 Classic Motor Show. So we're here to see thousands of cars on display, and I have Ian here as well. He will be joining me today on our look around this show. So Ian, you were here 2 years ago with your Mazda MX-5.
Yes, I came
the
here.
Unos.
Yes, I came here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I came to the show, spent 3 days in it, and I was on the Naviworks stand. So it was a great show, but it's nice to come. I came back last year.
Yeah.
I came across this year. I'm only arrived this morning. The first person I bumped into is a good friend of mine.
Who's that?
That was Fuzz Townsend.
Oh,
So,
this Fuzz, yeah?
yes, this Fuzz. So I've just bumped into Fuzz here, so
Yeah.
I just I had a wee word with him outside there. So yeah, I'm here.
And Fuzz will be live here in his little area here at, not sure, about 11 AM, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just here want to get a look around. It's nice to see this show. It's not because they'll get the Mazda. When you get the Mazda here, you're all switched on with the car.
Yeah.
But it's nice to come over here and look at the machinery in here and look at all the hard work, so I can stand back and look what they're doing. You know.
Yes.
But it's just whoa, this just blew you away.
I know.
Some of the cars here is just unreal, just unbelievable.
The standard is just incredible. So myself and Ian, as I said, will be walking around today, just checking out and see what we can spot here. Also Silverstone auctions, I hope to get a piece with them. They have plenty of cars up for auction today, 60 cars going under the hammer, and another 60 tomorrow as well. So Ian, let's go. So that is Fuzz at the moment on the stand, just looking after his fans. And as we saw there, Ian met him earlier as well. But if I just zoom out here, we'll take a look at this Jensen, this painting here by Rebecca. So if you want your painting of a car, if you have a car that is worth painting, you can get in contact with artbybex.co.uk. And Rebecca's sitting here doing another painting there at the moment. So you can check her out there if you want your car painted up. So we're now making our way down to Hall 1. And of course the NEC is massive. You probably will never see everything in one day at the NEC. We are talking 1 million square feet, about 12 football pitches full of cars. So definitely over 2,000 cars on display here today. And you'll see everything from this old Triumph, and it's just packed here at the moment. It just gets so full here. But we'll manage, we'll get our way through it. Now it's going to be very hard to get a clean shot of any car today, guys, but we are on the Challenger E-Type Owners Club stand, and we have a Jaguar E-Type lightweight replica. So this is a full fiberglass body with a galvanized steel chassis, but just great work done on this car, and the owner is here as well. But check out that registration plate. That reg is actually from Northern Ireland, so he just spaced out the K and the Z, but that is genuine road legal number plate, because it harks back to the old Jaguar E-Type lightweights from the 60s. So very nice touch to have gotten that number plate on his E-Type replica lightweight. I'm just going to show you the engine bay as well, the straight 6-cylinder engine, about 260 brake horsepower. Just a great piece of work on this replica. So he's been about 18 years working on this car on and off. I don't know, I'll try and get a shot of the front, but trying to move around with this crowd is not easy. But yeah, it's for sale for £100,000 if anyone wants to buy this E-Type lightweight replica. And we have a couple of more E-Types here on the stand as well, looking incredible. Shining red as well, very nice. But yeah, he has done great work on this car, really like it. Just check out the detail inside, the wooden steering wheel. and the gear stick as well, but just the attention to detail the owner has done on this car is just exquisite. Absolute great piece of work, and fantastic to see it here, as I said, at the Birmingham show. He's even got the Briggs Cunningham badge there on the dashboard, the plate there. That is a nice touch. Yeah, very impressive car. We're just making our way down to Hall 1 now. This is Hall 1, another massive hall. What have we got over there? Some Land Rovers, some old vintage cars as well. Oh man, what a show, what a show. So this is your Autopod tent. If you want to set up a garage there really quickly, you can put your car inside there in the Autopod tent. So check them out, Autopod. So Ian, you brought your car, you brought your MX-5.
No, don't say that, don't say that. There's Paul there, you know.
Yeah.
You want to do a wee video with Paul.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that is Paul's MX-5. So Ian's going to have a chat with Paul, obviously. MX-5 fan.
My Mazda MX-5 was used to belong to my granddad, who had passed away, and I got it at the garage and just polished it up and cleaned it up. I put Maestro suspension on and XXR alloys, leather interior, and just polished it with plenty of Navi wax, and that's about it really.
So is there anything else you'd like to talk about the car, Paul? What about the wheels and that there?
Oh, they're 15 by 8s, ET20s with Toyo proxies, and all under the bonnet's powder coated and stainless steel exhaust.
So what year is your little car?
1990. It's a Mazda 19. It's a 1990 Unos import.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, so very nice Unos here, the same model as Ian's. And Ian, is yours 1991? 91, yeah, okay. Ian is the ladies' man, talking to Taya, look. I'm just joined by Dave here now. He's going to take us around the rest of the cars here on the Lancaster Insurance. Dave, over to you.
Hi, I'm Dave Youngs, I'm Lancaster's car club manager, so great for you to come and join us this weekend. You've already had a good look at Paul's MX-5. I'll just quickly take you around the other cars that we have here this weekend.
Okay.
So if we start over here, we've been absolutely privileged to borrow Mike Alford's Morris Minor Million. Now the Morris Minor Million was a limited edition run of Morris Minors that were painted in this particularly vivid lilac. To celebrate being the first British car to sell 1 million units. So 350 of these cars were produced. This is actually the first Minor Million and is the 1 millionth car to be sold by Morris. And I don't know whether you can actually zoom in on the chassis plate there, but you'll see this is actually chassis number 1 million.
Wow.
So a very, very special car.
That is incredible.
And we're very privileged to have it with us this weekend.
Right.
For those that don't know, registration number 1, MHU. MHU is actually a Greek engineering term for million. So we have the private plate 1
very
million.
Nice.
What a fabulous car to have with us this weekend. We've got with us the 1925 Bentley, this one.
Wow.
Again, absolutely fabulous vehicle it's got a long racing history with Benjifield's Racing Club. So absolutely fantastic example, which we've got with us.
Yeah. Nice case there at the back. Fuel tank. Yes. I like the way it's coated in the timber there.
Yes.
Yeah, looks well.
Yeah, nice and safe there, hanging out over the back.
Yeah. And the massive steering wheel. It's bigger than a truck. But yeah, nice Bentley there. 1925.
1925, this one,
wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, we'll move on to the MG.
Okay, this MG Midget. This car belongs to Rich, and we have a very grateful to Rich for lending us this weekend. Very interesting history with this. This car was actually originally owned by Richard's father, who bought the car when it was a few years old and then subsequently sold it. The car then went off to the general market. Rich decided himself that he was looking for an MG Midget, and he wanted one in this particularly rare purple colour with the ochre interior.
Yeah, it looks great.
He found a gentleman that had one for sale, and surprise to Rich when he got there, it was actually originally his father's car. So yeah, what a fantastic story there.
And we move on to the E-Type, Dave. Yeah.
Well, again, what a beautiful car. We're closely associated with the Jaguar E-Type Club, and we're very grateful to them for their assistance in helping us acquire this one for the weekend. So this is a fairly late one. This is actually a Series 3 Jaguar Convertible. It's actually just come back from CMC. We've actually had done a 2-year restoration on this one. And as you can see, it is absolutely immaculate in every way. And certainly one of my favourite cars that we can only aspire to own with the current values.
Look at the wheels.
Yeah, very, very shiny wheels.
Oh, they look fantastic with the white walls and the interior as well. Incredible. Okay, Dave, we will move over to the Ford Capri.
Okay. So this Mark 1 Capri belongs to Stuart. And Stuart's actually come and spending the whole weekend on our stand with us. So we're very grateful to him for that. This car has previously been featured in one of our Pride of Ownership competitions, and it's a previous Pride of Ownership winner. And I think you'll agree, what an absolutely beautiful car in fabulous condition.
1969.
Yes.
Look at the interior.
GT.
Is it open, Dave?
It looks to be open to me.
We'll have a look inside.
We'll have a quick look inside there. Just don't watch how to open cars, kids.
Just look at the work gone onto.
I think it is absolutely immaculate in every way. Stuart's actually been here. Stuart brought this car down. I met him here on Thursday, and he's just been stood here polishing this car all weekend. He's working really hard.
That is an exceptional example there now.
So it's got to be one of the finest Mark 1 Capris.
Look at the model in the
existence. They just don't get much better than this.
That is absolutely fantastic. Of course, it'd be very hard to put a price on this, Dave.
I think Stuart probably could.
For all his work on this car, but I really like that.
It.
That is pretty nice. We forgot the Land Rover.
Yeah, let's have a wander over to the
Shame
Land Rover.
on us.
This is actually really quite a special Land Rover.
Right.
Classic motor show at the NEC. I think you generally have a walk around all the halls and you'll see lots and lots and lots of shiny cars. Well, this one's different, and it's attracting a lot of attention. It's not some shiny concourse car. This is the very, very first overland Series 1 Land Rover. This particular car, it took an 18,000 mile expedition, which took just over 6 months to complete. As you can see in Tim's book, first overland. The car then went off to Ascension Island, where it's been stored and been running since. Only recently coming back to the UK, and this is only its second appearance in public since it's come back to the UK.
Right.
Absolutely fabulous vehicle in a very, very original condition. I actually had the pleasure of driving this one around on Thursday.
Right.
It's a great vehicle. So thank you very much, Stavros, for coming over and having a look at what we've got this weekend.
No problem, Dave. And that's what's on the Lancaster insurance stand. So Ian, this won in the Maguire's showcase last year. 1966 Morris Mini Traveller Woody. Look at this. Oh, that's some piece of work. Let's just walk around, and the tiny little wheels and the interior as well in the red and the white really does look fantastic. The amount of work gone into these cars. 1966, and just look at it. It looks brand spanking new. You're just transported back to 1966 looking at this Mini. Absolutely fantastic. The Traveller Woody. Okay, Ian, we're on our way to Hall 5 now.
So we're on our way to Hall 5 now, coming around to the MX5 Owners Club stand, which is just round to the right.
Okay.
And here we have a beautiful 3-litre, I think it's a 3-litre Ghia Capri.
3-litre Capri.
What the year
Can you see what year it is, Ian?
I'm just looking on the windscreen here. The year is 1976.
76 3-litre Capri. That looks very well in blue. So Ian, this or Stuart's car? I think Stuart's car has it.
Well, I'd say Stuart's car, the gold Capri on Lancaster insurance, I would definitely say absolutely immaculate. I was actually talking to him and he said that when he came in here on Thursday, he was actually polishing the car underneath. That he actually drove the car and polishing it underneath.
Stuart's car, I think, would definitely beat this one now. But so that's the Capri from 76, Ian. Let's go over to the MX-5 Owners Club stand. And for those of you interested in the motorbikes, we have a bunch of Hondas here. Looking fabulous. The MBX 125 there. And another MBX here as well. Plenty of Honda motorbikes on this stand. Right down the end. Another MBX 125. So a good starter bike if you ever think of going on the road and getting into biking. Your 125s are a good start. Or even a scooter if you want to start off your biking on a scooter. Very fluffy. Lamb's wool, I would think. And we have a Triumph motorbike there as well. And we have a Norman classic motorbike and another Honda there as well. They're just some of the bikes at the show. On the MX-5 Owners Club stand, and we have the Mark IV MX-5 and the Mark I, the same as Paul's and Ian's. The Mark I MX-5. Then we have the Mark III. The Mark III, and over there we have the Mark II. I know you can barely see it, the crowds, but that's just a quick look at the Mazda MX-5 Owners Club stand. And if I move over here, we saw this last year, Mike and Ed's pickup truck here. Of course, Mike and Ed are no more, but there you can see it on the door, Mike and Ed. And funnily enough, I don't know where Ed China is. Cannot track him down. I don't even know if he's at the show, Ed China, but we'll have a quick look at Wheeler Dealer's stand as well. A Triumph scooter there. But look how low all these pickup trucks are. And the green on the dashboard as well. But look at this one. It's sitting so low to the ground. Oh, fantastic piece of work here from Comet Classics. But there you go, the Chevrolet and this hot rod as well. Size of the back wheel and the engine bay there as well. You have to love the guys that create these cars and the work that goes into them. And a Tribsa motorbike. I've never heard of a Tribsa motorbike. Is that a cross between a Triumph and a BSA? I'm only guessing here, but that is Comet Classics stand. Now if I move over here, I have to show you what's over here. These Toyota Supras. Of course there is a new Supra coming out, co-developed with BMW, but these Supras, absolutely incredible condition. And check out this white one here, J-Spec. Check out the engine bay there. 1996 Toyota Supra twin turbo 6-speed manual J-Spec. Great looking condition. And we have the silver one there with the roof off as well. The Toyota Supra. And look over here, we have a Ferrari Dino. Now let's just have a quick look inside this Dino and the wood on the steering wheel. Absolutely incredible. the Ferrari Dino. And look over here, we have Del Boy's little three-wheeler. And funnily enough, one of these is for sale on the Silverstone auctions stand as well. One of the original ones from the film is on the Silverstone auction stand. But absolutely fantastic. We're in Hall 5, we're still in Hall 5. We have a Sierra XR 4x4 supercharged 3.7. Yeah, great, great. And we have these tiny little Heinkel cars here. Look at the size of these. You get into them from the front. Look, Heinkel from the 60s. Oh, tiny little cars. Huh? Let's have a look inside in this one. Look at the tartan. The tartan finish. Your Heinkel. This is 1965 Trojan. One of the last ones, okay. 19s. Right. Yeah. Imagine driving one of these on the road. We have a 1980s Ferrari 308 GTB. From your 80s. And then we have the GTA Alfa Romeo as well, the 147, and we have a Fiat Tipo here as well, 2 litre. It's been a long time since I saw a Fiat Tipo. And just moving over here, oh yes, yes, my sister would love this stand now. We have the Nissan Figaro. Now, so many different colours of Figaro on this stand here as well. They were only built for a couple of years, the Nissan Figaro, but just look at this. Look at the condition of that. Wow. Enjoy looking at this car. Please do not touch. Oh, great. Yeah. But let's have a look inside, because I really do like the interior of these. Automatic gearbox and really plush looking seats as well on the Figaro, and the brown on top of the dashboard, look, and on the steering wheel as well. Yeah, the Nissan Figaro stand. So I've just met little Elliot here. He has seen some of my videos, would you believe? Elliot, what age are you?
9.
9. And are you enjoying the whole show today? And have you seen your favourite car yet?
Lamborghini, I got to sit in one.
You got to sit in a Lamborghini? Which model? Which model?
Daddy's not quite sure, but he also got to sit in a Sierra RS 500.
Oh yes,
Daddy's favourite car.
And there is one of them for sale at Silverstone auctions.
Yep.
So put in a bid, Elliot.
120,000 plus.
Yeah, so cheers, take care.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you now. Take care.
See you, bye.
Cheers. Some of the guys just watching the videos. Nice to meet up with them as well. I'm just on the Honda stand at the moment, and check this out. They have a 1972 Z600. This is a very, very rare car. I was just talking to one of the guys on the stand. There's only 3 of these, he reckons, in the whole of the UK. The Z600. So this is the model that was out before the Honda Civic. So the Honda Civic followed this model, and of course the rest is history. The Honda Civic is now in its 9th generation, and we have these as well, the S800. So this one is 1968, the S800 Honda, and we also have one over beside it as well from 1969, S800. So these cars are a very rare sight as well. Great to see them here today on the Honda stand, the S800. Here now on the Toyota stand, we have a 75 Toyota Celica in a nice shade of blue. We have a 1991 Toyota Corolla. And look at this Toyota Hiace Brings back memories from the 80s. I drove one of these. It was registration 771 LIE. If any of you know where that van is, that is the van that I drove where I learned to drive. But would you believe that this is the original factory paint from 1978 on this Toyota Hiace camper? Let's just have a quick look inside. The beige interior, yeah, and the old column stock. Do you remember those from the 80s? Column stock gear change. Ah, yeah, and the little old television as well. Look, yeah, the cute camper here. I like that, from 1978. And this, I have found it, my star of the show. From 1966, this is an 800, a sports 800 Toyota. I've never seen one of these before in my life. First time seeing one. And the owner of this car owns a Toyota 2000 GT as well. So I just think that this is great to see it here today. The 1966 Sports 800. And this model was before the 2000 GT as well. And beside us here we have a 75 Celica. So yeah, very nice lineup here on the Toyota stand. Yeah, definitely. This is class. And if you'll notice in the window here, you see the zipper inside there? You unzip that and the roof goes inside, it slides in. So just another little detail of this Sports 800. Now Roy is going to talk about this Corolla Gti because he knows more about it than I do. So off you go, Roy.
Yes, we're here in Birmingham on this Saturday afternoon with Stavros969. This Corolla Gti AE92, I actually have one of these. It's an original one with 61,000 miles. A one that I bought back when I was around 17 years of age, which is a long time ago. These are a future classic. To get a very good one right now, a very good original one, you're going to be spending around 10,000 euros for an immaculate one. So when I was growing up back in Carrigaline, County Cork, these cars were everywhere. These were the cars to have. Yeah. If you couldn't afford a rear wheel drive twin cam, you got a front wheel drive twin cam. So but this one is very clean, it's very good. Maybe, yeah, tow bar should come off it. Yes. One or two other things. It hasn't got the original lights,
right? Yeah.
Tail lights. There's one or two things in the front that could be adapted, like wing repeaters, a few bits and pieces like that. Yeah. But other than that, the car is good and straight. Do you know?
1991.
It's a 91, yeah.
So Roy, you also own a Toyota Hiace.
I do. I have a Hiace, yeah, but it's 08. It's not like this one. This one is over 39 years old, so this is exceptional. This one is bog standard. This one was never ever painted. It's a first day condition.
It's fantastic.
Toyota show in Cork in the 13th of May 2018.
13th of May 2000.
County Cork, big car show in the Carrigaline GA grounds. Check it out.
Carrigaline GAA grounds 2018.
13th of May.
13th of May. Make sure you get down to that classic car show. But this Sports 800 is my star of the show. I'm awarding it to that 1966 Sports 800. I love it. So these are all the charity rides going on at the moment. So just pay your fee for charity for the Sporting Bears and get your spin around Birmingham. A big long list of cars here. The Audi R8, the Spider there. Nice cars here. Off he goes. There are hundreds of people here at the moment waiting for Mike Brewer and Anstead to arrive on stage. It's now 20 past 3 and still no sign of them.
Yes, but it does use 10 Tesla batteries, and they're in pods underneath the cars. So the cars are sealed monocoque. So to take the batteries off, put it on a 2-post ramp, and each battery drops down in pods of 2, so it's really serviceable. And I went for Tesla batteries because that technology is already there, but the motor itself has been built from scratch, and it uses a BMW.
Look, we don't want to see that view of it, please. Well, no, I'll take that view. That's quite good.
You had your chance. You had your chance. There we go.
Yeah, so we're just here having something to eat at the moment. Ian, I had a look at the Wheelers Dealers stand. Not very much happening. And Anstead was talking about some electric car. Never heard of it before. It has Tesla batteries in it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have something to eat here, and then we're going to head down to Silverstone Auctions to see some cars being auctioned. Should be a good one. And look at this, we have a Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. Wow, this car could be valued at maybe between 100 and 110,000 pounds. If the one on Silverstone Auctions is anything to go by. That auction has now gone, so I need to find out how much that car went for on the Silverstone auction stand. But here we have an Escort Turbo RS as well. Just look at the engine bay on that. Wow, great piece of work here. And the Recaro seats, nice blue stitching there on your Escort RS Turbo, with the proper wheels as well. And here we have another Escort Cosworth as well, looking cool, pretty cool car, and a Mark II Escort as well. But this is definitely worth a lot of money. We have an Audi Quattro short wheelbase, but this is a replica short wheelbase Audi Quattro, but certainly does look like an original, but it is a replica. Value probably between 40 to 45,000. That's what I'm being told here on the stand. If it was original, who knows what the value would be, probably a couple of 100,000, but that is a replica short wheelbase Audi Quattro, and this is the genuine longer version, the Audi Quattro. And another one there. So we may have had a replica at the far side of the curtain, but this is the original. Stig Blomqvist rallied this car. This car is an original short wheelbase Audi Quattro rally car. And any ideas how much this car is valued at? Any of you want to guess before I tell you? Because the guys on the stand have told me that this car could be valued, are you ready for this? At 1.5 million pounds for this original Audi Quattro rally car. Stig Blomqvist. Wow, just look at that. But yeah, that is great to see that. And another one here as well, Audi Quattro. And we do have an original short wheelbase standard car there as well. So your original short wheelbase Quattros. So just looking at the Audi stand here, this is how you light up a stand at the NEC. See those spot lamps there? See how well they light up the cars? This is what makes this stand out from the rest of the stands. And that rally car and this Sport Quattro here are owned by Audi UK. So they won't be sold to private ownership, probably never. Look at the Panda, the 4x4 Panda, Ian, look. And then we have one here, completely filthy with dirt. That's some way to display your Fiat Panda. We have a Lancia Delta HF Integrale 16 valve here. So we have a twin cam 16 valve, 2 litre. Very nice rally car here. Hard to know how much would this be valued at.
No idea.
That's pretty cool though. I'm just on the Silverstone auction stand now, and as we were talking earlier about the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth, this one has sold today for £100,000 for your 1988 Sierra RS 500. And then if we move over here, we have an Escort RS Cosworth there from 1996, and that sold today for £91,000. So it just goes to show you how much some of these Fords are going up in value. But look at this Ford Focus RS from 2011. This sold for £39,000 today, plus 15% commission. You have to add that on as well. And this has only 18 miles from new. 18 miles from new on this 2011 Ford Focus RS. Of course, in as new condition as you could possibly imagine on this Ford Focus RS. But yeah, I don't think you'll find a better example in the whole of the UK. But 100,000, would you like one? And we have more Fords here. Yeah, so as I said, 60 cars, over 60 cars went up for auction today, and another 60 tomorrow, along with memorabilia, motorbikes. But yeah, it's very nice to see this lineup of Fords here on the Silverstone auction stand. And I found it. Only Fools and Horses Reliant Regal. This is from 1968, one of the original Reliant Regals used in the series. And it will be going up for auction tomorrow as well, so I won't be around to see how much this car is going to fetch. But there is no reserve on this Reliant Regal, so it'll be interesting to see just how much it will fetch tomorrow. But if you go on to silverstoneauctions.com, you can look it up and find out how much it made. So that is where I'm going to leave you all today from the NEC in Birmingham for 2017. Always a fantastic show here. You have to admit, the cars on display. Just look at this custom built Land Rover here. Just unbelievable on the Footman James stand. And this as well, like, what is this? You know, it's just unbelievable. What a show. It always blows me away. And they always have new things at this show. Each year I come, you'll always see something different. But that's it. They are now closing the doors. It's 6:45 in the evening, and it's time to wrap it up there. So yeah, I do hope you can join me again next year from the show. But yeah, and tune in again next weekend for another video on YouTube, Stavros969. But I will leave you all there. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, guys.
Take care.
And that's it. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers! I don't know what's going on here. Birmingham Airport, and there's fireworks. Whoa, look at this. I'm here in my rental car. Birmingham Airport is just there, and there's fireworks going on over here.